Alright, 20 gallon long update 2. So it's still a rough draft, of course, and it's just kind of slapped together, but I like things to look natural. So I mean, it doesn't look completely great in here, but here's what we got. Everything looks muddy in here. Still got the little platy in there chilling. And turn this light off, maybe it'll help. Alright, little platy. And I put the other piece of driftwood from the other tank, and I just sort of laid it down to make a cave. So of course all the cribs are going to be hiding back here now. But I've slapped on a filter for now. And of course I dampened it. It took a while to figure out how to dampen it, but once I put the blue piece in here that come with this Aqueon, then the piece of water bottle I cut out fit right on there. So that'll work for now to dampen the flow. I like dampened flow. And I'll probably end up just taking this filter off and running it filterless, but we'll see about that, how that works out. So I took one crypt from the other tank and put it in here, and of course it's back there. That's a Lucens. It's hard to find anything on those on the web. Here's one of the cribs. That's the not so dominant one. Wait, here's another one. There she is. Yeah, she's got the pink belly. That's the dominant female that's kind of pairing up with the male. I think the male's hiding behind the little makeshift cave. So that is, if it'll focus, that rock right there is Physidens fontanus that I ordered from Buse a long time ago from Buse Plants. And the plant, the grass plant that I couldn't remember what it was, I have a few of those back there and maybe 3 dwarf sages back there, but it'll be easy to control the growth on those. This filter almost touches the gravel, the substrate. But as you can see, here's that plug I was talking about that I transferred the entire plug, and then here's all the individuals that I planted. I plan to do hair grass in the front, and I got some hydrocotyl back there, and it's not sticking very well because the gravel's very shallow back there. Down below the gravel, I have, you know, for the AquaClear filters, they sell the little mesh. It looks like a mesh fishnet pouch with ceramic rings in it that are porous. I have one pack of that laying on the floor at the back here, and then the gravel's over that, the fluval stratum. This whole thing is just fluval stratum. Those stems in the back, they're starting to stand up. I know it's hard to see any of this, so I mean, I don't know if it's much point in doing this video, but anyways, the dampener, you can see how that works. It is just half of a water bottle cut in half with a slit through it, fit over. It keeps it from blowing it everywhere. You can see that the flow in here is dampened. It rolls it through there so that it doesn't blow everywhere. There they are. There she goes, and there he is. The female comes out a lot, but the male, he hides. And this female, they just chase her whenever they get a chance to. I'm gonna get some dither fish in here eventually, some little tetras or something. I am thinking about putting either a bunch of female guppies and then one male, so that maybe they can have something to eat, like live food once in a while with the births. Or I might even go maybe cherry barbs or something like that. But we'll see how things go with the breeding behavior in here. The 5 gallon, the wifey scape, is getting an upgrade as well. I have some sand and some stuff that she likes here. And I have a piece of driftwood mopani boiling. And I boiled it in bleach water first, and now I'm boiling it in just regular water a few times to make sure I get all the bleach and whatnot out of it, which all the bleach and stuff is already out of it anyways, but it's still boiling tannins out. And the cool thing about this shelf is now I have my fish junk drawer instead of it just being behind where it was. I finally moved the 5-gallon back over here, so here it is. But the duckweed's a mess, so I'm going to scoop it all out and just scoop a bunch of new duckweed from the big tank, from the 38. I put a little bit of that moss in here because I have a giant lump of it, and I put a little bit of it in the big tank. This piece of driftwood in the middle that has all the ferns and the moss on it, I'll put in the beta tank, and this little one I'll keep in here. And here's the big tank again. So I finally filled them back up. Their water level was all the way down on all these tanks because when I started setting up the 20-gallon and I had only had 2 inches of water in it, what happened was the water got turned off for a few hours. So it finally went back on and I refilled everything. Anyways, that's it for now. It's the update.